manage and develop those relationships in order to generate business. But it was also then an opportunity for Naval Base Ventura County to tell their story. We've had Assistant Secretaries of the Navy come and speak and talk about what happened. So we've tried to do some of those things, but it's an ongoing effort that needs to happen as we move forward.
The other part that goes along with that is the younger generation. You have to interact with them and let them know what is right here. There are a lot of kids that have gone to the high school, they exposed. They do so their parents may have worked there, or have been in the military, or just going out to visit the kids in the community.
Sure. Again, I agree, and I would applaud all the demands at Naval Base Ventura County because they, almost all of them, have a fairly rigorous outreach program into the community. Every summer, the CDs bring in a group of kids to do a whole week-long thing, and there are others that do those sorts of things. And so, I mean, from inside the fence, those efforts need to continue to happen. And at the same time, we outside the fence have to continue to ask Naval Base Ventura County to become engaged. An example, about four years ago or so, Fort Wayne High School started an Academy of Engineering. And they specifically have invited, and Naval Base Ventura County has been an integral component in helping them develop a curriculum and helping them understand what kinds of things Naval Base Ventura County needs in the way of the workforce. And so those kinds of efforts and those kinds of things really need to continue to happen in order for that integration between the outside the fence, inside the fence.
Thank you. One last question. Yes, sir. Gentleman back.
I'm Damon Wing from County Supervisor Linda Park's office, and I just wanted to touch on a couple of things that you brought up in terms of what we'll look at with the government side. At the county, we are also one of the large employers in the county, and we actually have quite a number of employees who receive excellent training at our local bases. And so a lot of discussion has been about how important the education and training has been to our local businesses. But it's also been vital to having a good county workforce as well on the public side. And I was curious how you think we can address that and how we can promote how important that's been. There's been a lot of cooperation with our local governments and the base, both on the education side, but really also on as an economic engine and as having a really well-trained workforce.
Yeah, it's a great issue, a great question, and there's no perfect answer to it, but I can say that there is an increasing groundswell of awareness to that sort of issue, the degree to which lifelong learning is essential in all industries, and the manner by which we are leveraging public and private resources on training both our youth and adults to being continuously competitive. There are happily reforms going on in education now that are emphasizing increasing amounts of applied education, and so they're creating more pathways and more of the academies, such as Bill has mentioned, so that we've got business involved in education and vice versa. I think you raised a great point, though. It's also in the public sector outside of Naval Base Ventura County. The Ventura County Workforce Investment Board makes this one of their signature issues, trying to figure out how strategically to do more with leveraging those resources in outside institutions, public and private. Again, I don't have an answer, but the awareness is there, and I think the movement's going in the right direction. And offline, we could identify for you any number of instances of those partnerships that illustrate the direction it's going.
Well, listen, I want to thank everybody for taking time out. I'm just going to do briefly a summary of some of the things that I've written down as kind of the takeaways. The first is that I think it's clear that we're moving in the right direction, at least as a state, as a statewide entity, to be united. To unify first as a state, and to speak as one voice as a state, will prevent that early devolution into community against community, base against base, service against service. We're doing a great job of that through the Military Government Military Council, through a renewed focus in Sacramento on this, through Article 21, in Washington, D.C., and and getting a congressional delegation organized and unified on this. Speaking as one voice as a state is incredibly important, and we're doing that. And we're doing it much more so than we did 10 years ago or 10 years before that. That's positive. We need to keep that up. Secondly, we need to continue to promote the synergies and to increase the synergies between the military here and our community. And that includes our workforce development, our educational opportunities, as we saw here across the Channel Islands, is gearing the entire engineering program around some of the opportunities associated with the relationship with base. And then lastly, the amazing contracting opportunities that exist with our business community in and around Ventura County for all kinds of things happening in base. Everything from laying fiber optics to maintenance to construction. Those are all kinds of phenomenal business opportunities. We need to make sure as many of those stay locally as possible, and that as much as we can to see that those contracts don't go to other places. I don't know how. That's not easy to do, but we need to do as best we can. We need to ensure that the jobs and opportunities that do become available on Navy base Ventura County stay local, and that the jobs stay local. Lastly, we also need to educate the community, as mentioned by Bill Dorado and others. We need to educate the community, and as was articulated by the woman in the audience, we need to explain what the Navy base does. What do we do? We are a military community. What goes on behind those gates? And how can we as a community be proud of that? And how can we support it? How can we help it? How can we get young people more excited about it? Those are all kinds of things we need to do. But educating the community is going to be really important when we ask the community to unify and to fight. To fight to prevent the Navy bases from being closed, if that's the case, or fight to attract additional resources. There is a vision that someday Navy base Ventura County could be Joint Operational Base Ventura County, where it's very purple over there, where you go behind the gates and there's not just the National Guard air base and air activities in the Navy, but there's possibly some much more marine activity and Army, and we can move in that direction and certainly begin to make that case now. So those are all some of the things that I've learned here today, and some of the things that myself and my team and my staff and those in my network are going to work diligently to try to move forward. You know that you've got my commitment, and this community is ready to stand up and move forward, that I want to be a part of that again like I was 10 years ago, and I look forward to that. Thank you for carrying enough to be here for half of your day on Friday, and everyone, thank you for that, and drive safe. Have a great weekend.
Good seeing you.
Okay, so,